Hello and welcome back, everyone. Scootsy16 here with the Elite Discord tournament and the final series here in the championship between the Buzzwings and the Thumpers. The first two games, the Buzzwings were at home at Big Sky Ballpark, and they managed to pull off two very incredible wins against the Thumpers and that very potent offense. Now we turn to Bingata Bowl, the home of the Thumpers, who have completed two sweeps against the Overdogs and the Prowl on their way to the tournament. These are the first two games they've lost in this tournament, and they're hoping to defend themselves from a potential sweep. Can the Buzzwings go to the Bingata Bowl away from home and complete the sweep here against the Thumpers using their ace starter Mila Levy going up against a number 3 pitcher Cash Callahan? Let's go ahead and take a look at the lineups for this matchup. Starting with the Buzzwings, we see that Liam Undermeyer will once again continue to start, this time going to be starting in center field, leading off as he usually does. Kamari Butler, who's now locked in after a very huge performance in Game 2, he'll be playing left field and playing in the second spot in the order, followed by Kayla Carter, who is also locked in and playing in the 3 spot at first base. Pork Nelson, who's starting to get tired, is going to DH in this one in the 4 spot in the order. We see Zeke Green getting the start in right field. Him and Furtive Wood have been going back and forth over there in right. Tessa North will get the start again at third base. She is tense and will be hitting in the 6th spot. Jillian Fisher, who has been cool in this matchup against the Thumpers, although she's gotten a few base hits, she'll be batting in the 7th spot at second base. Godfrey Shavewell is going to be the catcher in this one. He is the 4th starter in the rotation. He is a two-way catcher who will be starting at catcher for this one in the 8th spot, and then Keegan Howell, the 10th shortstop in the 9 spot. And to start for the Buzzwings will be their ace starter, Mila Levy, who has maxed out Rally Stopper, a Tier 2 elite slider. We'll see what she can do in this matchup against that Thumpers lineup. Speaking of which, let's take a look at what they're going to be running out there. They're going to lead off with Maxton Myers at first base, followed by Ryan Goodwin, who's DHing today. Archie Sormore gets a start in center once again and will be playing in the 3 spot. Ginger Munster locked in the 4 hole, followed by Knox Horn, who's locked in left field in the 5 spot. He came up big, as well as Ginger Munster. They continue to produce in this lineup. Caleb Thompson is tense. He'll be at third base again. He got pulled in the second half of Game 2, was replaced by Isabella Bullseye at third base. He's back in the lineup today, tense and hitting in the 6th spot. Britt Luna still at second base, drops down to the 7th spot. Isabella Bullseye gets the start at shortstop after Joe Tent lost the game on an error, throwing error from short to first. He's going to be sitting out this one. He might not get a chance to come back in this one. And then for the first time, we will be seeing Callan Giles catching in this one, as Francesca Brown, their standard catcher, is sitting as she's tense and tired. So in a spot where the Thumpers have their backs against the wall, they're going to be going to their backup catcher. So we'll see how that plays out. Catching for them, it'll be Cash Callahan. He is their 3rd starter in the rotation, but could be an easy number 1 starter in many other rotations. We'll see what he comes out. The battery will be Cash Callahan and Callan Giles, so that'll be interesting. But let's go ahead and jump into this one. This is a 3rd game in this tournament we've seen at the Bingata Bowl. The last 2 were series clinchers for the Thumpers against both the Overdogs in round 1 and the Prowl in game 2. So they do feel comfortable at home. They haven't had a lot of opportunities to come home, and here they will be facing off against the Buzzwings. So the Buzzwings get things started. 3 hitters in a row that are locked in, starting with Liam Undermeyer, who scored the game-winning run in in game 2 of this tournament. We'll see how he faces off against Cash Callahan. First pitch is a ball outside. Now a strike on the outside part of the plate. Swings late through strike 2, and now tough out activates here. Takes ball too high, 2-2 count. Liam Undermeyer hits that one just foul past the first base bag. It's squeaked just foul. And he fights that one off. 2-2 still. Tough out still activated. He hits that ball hard to right field, but right on the warning track is Ginger Munster catching that for out number 1. So allowed out number 1 for Liam Undermeyer, going oppo this time. Not something he does often, but he still has that power to right field as well. And here comes Kamari Butler, one of the big names from that game last time out. He hit 2 home runs against the Thumpers in game 2, and he lines out to third. And here comes Kayla Carter. She's got off-speed hitter, and Cash Callahan will have 2 off-speed pitches to go to in this one out of his 4, and she grounds out to Maxton Myers at first, who walks over to first base to get that out. So quick 1-2-3 inning for Cash Callahan, and the Thumpers will try and immediately take advantage of that. Essentially, they're trying to leverage their offense wherever they can, and they're going to have a very tough matchup against Mila Levy, who, despite her numbers, has been playing much better than her numbers would have you think. She has no record with a 4.72 ERA, a 1.20 WHIP, which is pretty solid, and she has 9 strikeouts in her 3 starts in this tournament. She gets a strikeout there. So she has not done anything that's flashy, but she has been very consistent, and she goes pretty deep into ball games for the most part. We know how threatening this Thumpers offense can be, so it'll be interesting to see who wins out in this one between this matchup, the Thumpers offense versus the ace starter for the Buzzwings. And she puts one in a good spot for Archie Sormer, who hits it hard, but right at Kamari Butler for out number 3. So a quick 1-2-3 innings for both sides, and we head to the top of the second, and here comes Pork Nelson, who had a big base hit, and after a pinch runner stole a base for him, he ended up what would have been the game-tying run earlier in the game 2. Just a wild game altogether. If you missed that, you need to go back and watch it. Pork Nelson hits it hard, but right at Isabella Bullseye. He hit it right at in the bullseye for that one, as she caught it right at her chest. Here comes Zeke Green. Quiet tournament for him. Takes strike 1. Fouls off strike 2. Whiffer gets activated there, and hits that one slowly to third base. Caleb Thompson tosses it over across the diamond, and Zeke Green gets a mojo drop there, so he's now tense. Speaking of tense, here's Tessa North, who's been very quiet in this first 2 games against the Thumpers. She's been having a really tough time trying to figure out this offense. This pitching staff. And she grounds out to short for out number 3. So another quick 1-2-3 inning. Cash Callahan is locked in now. And we then turn back over to Mila Levy, and she's going to have to face off against Ginger Munster first, who's got Ace Exterminator activated here. She has been a threat all tournament long. We'll see if she can be dampened as she grounds that one over to Kayla Carter, who's racing over to first and gets out number 1. So step 1, get Ginger Munster out. Step 2, try to figure out a way to get Knox Horn out. And it's a 1-1 count here with 1 out. Takes strike 2. 2-2 count now. Ball 3 inside, just misses the plate. And fouls 1 off here, so full count with 1 out. Knoxhorn hits that ball hard. Kamari Butler gets over there and makes the catch. So that one could have been trouble. That's actually 2 now Amila Levy has allowed that have been hit very hard to left field. Loud outs there, and here comes tense Caleb Thompson, who sends that first ball right up the middle. He was tense. He does get boosted into his mojo. He's now back to neutral. The ace exterminating third baseman is on base with 2 outs, and here comes Britt Luna. And you'll also notice that Mila Levy was locked in for a brief moment. She is now back to neutral mojo herself. And she'll be facing off of Britt Luna. We'll see, and the runner takes off, and Shavewell gets the out. He has a much better arm than Pork Nelson, and Caleb Thompson drops from neutral back down to tense as Jillian Fisher is able to slap the tag for out number 3. And so while she allowed a base hit, she's still facing the minimum. Here comes Jillian Fisher, speaking of the devil, and she hits that ball hard to deep center field. That is a very big outfield there in center field, and Archie Sormer ranges back to catch that one for out number 1. Here comes Godfrey Shavewell, and Cash Callahan is getting himself into a groove. He's locked in. Godfried has been very quiet in this tournament, batting 182. Has a couple of hits, if I'm not mistaken, but has not done much with the bat. 2-2 count here. And he hits that ball hard, and it stays up for Knox Horn, catching it for out number 2. And we get to the bottom of the order here. Keegan Howell, tense, coming up. The shortstop had a coming out party against the Lockhorns, but has not been able to do much outside of that series against that team. And here he is down 0-2 already. We've seen him strike out a ton in this tournament. We'll see if he does it again here. He fights off another pitch, still 0-2. And he fouls another one off. Caleb Thompson with a valiant effort on a foul ball. Takes ball 1 inside, that was close. Takes ball 2 inside, another close one. Fouls off another pitch, 2-2 count here. Good battle for Keegan Howell. And Thompson dives for that one. He's able to get it and just beats out the running Keegan Howell, who I think if he's not tense, he probably beats that one out. And actually, because he was tense, that made that play closer. But now Caleb Thompson gets himself brought back up to neutral with that really great play at third base. So here comes Britt Luna. Her at-bat resets due to the being up to bat when Caleb Thompson got called out at second base, caught trying to steal. And it's a 2-2 count for her. She fouls that pitch off. And takes strike 3 inside. That one was one of her signature fastballs Mila Levy has, and she put that right on the inside part of the plate, and it gets just over the plate for a called strike 3 for out number 1. And here comes Isabella Bullseye. Ball 1 low. And she hits that ball hard. It's to deep center field. Liam Undermeyer ranging back. He gets to the warning track. He's about 2 steps away from the wall and catches that one for out number 2. Very loud out, and you're starting to see a little bit of a trend. It seems like every inning, Mila Levy has at least one hard-hit ball, and that might be something we have to watch out for, as she might give up a mistake pitch or two here if she's not careful. So we reach Callan Giles, who's getting his first at-bat in the tournament, and he hits that ball just up above third base, and Tessa North ranges back, reaching up to catch it for out number 3. So both pitchers have faced the minimum through 3 innings. The Thumpers managed to get a base hit that was quickly mitigated with a caught stealing, and we wrap to the top of the order for Liam Undermeyer, still locked in, as is Cash Callahan. And it's a 2-1 count here for Liam. Takes ball 3 high, 3-1, favorable count for him. And he fouls that one off. So now Tough Out activates with a full count. And he fouls another one off. He's been really working the count here. And he hits that ball hard, and that's a base hit for Liam Undermeyer, and he reaches first base safely. The first base runner for the Buzzwings comes in the 4th inning for the Buzzwings, and he has great speed, and Callan Giles behind the plate is not that fast, so Cash Callahan really has to watch him at first base. So Kamari Butler with Little Hack activated here. And the runner gets picked off. Liam Undermeyer taking off, and Cash Callahan read him like a book, and Maxton Myers catches him, and that takes Liam Undermeyer from locked in down to neutral as he gets caught stealing for, I believe, the 3rd time in this tournament. Very unfortunate. He has great speed, but I think he just has a tough time reading the pitcher sometimes. And then Kamari Butler proceeds to pop up foul behind the plate, and that's out number 2. So I don't know if that was a mojo change for Kamari, but will bring us to Kayla Carter, who is still locked in. And we'll see if she can do anything. She gets Little Hack activated. She's watching for those off-speed pitches, which she got one there and took it. 0-2, now 1-2 with a ball taken high. And she hits that ball up the middle for a base hit, getting through all the infielders. So she's going to have herself a 2-out single. And she has some good speed as she's locked in, so assuming she may be able to steal a base here, Pork Nelson could find his RBI hero trade activated. We'll see if they try to attempt it with 2 outs. Takes strike 1. Hits that one hard to deep center field. It looks like it might hang up as Archie Sormore is all the way at the wall, back against the wall, catches that one for out number 3, and that ends the threat. The Buzzwings get 2 hits, but it means nothing in that one. Liam Undermeyer got picked off, and we head to the bottom of the 4th inning for the Thumpers, who have 1 hit so far. Max Myers, the leadoff man, is tense, and he's down 0-2 already against Mila Levy. And hits that one very gently to Jillian Fisher at second base. Tosses to first easily for out number 1. And here comes Ryan Goodwin, who's also tense, 0-1. That volatile trait definitely plays against him when he is not producing, as he gets tense very quickly. And that's a 1-1 count. Pops that one up gently behind shortstop, and Keegan Howell ranges back easily, catching that for out number 2. So here comes Archibald Sormore. Archie 0-1 in this game today. Has had a bit of a quiet tournament. He hits that ball hard to deep center field. Ranging back is Liam Undermeyer at the wall. Catches that one almost in the exact same place that Archie caught Pork Nelson's fly out. And that is a 1-2-3 inning for Mila Levy. So we have a great pitchers matchup between these two. We're going to see who breaks first, and Cash Callahan faces off against tense right fielder Zeke Green, who's down 0-2, so Whiffer activates again, which looks terrible when he is tense in an extreme pressure situation. He fights that one off. Takes ball 1 low. Takes ball 2 outside and low. 2-2 count here. And he hits that one, another gentle hit. They really can't make contact on the barrel as he pops out to second base for out number 1. And now we see tense Tessa North once again. The third baseman, has been struggling, and she's going to see if she can turn it around here. Takes 1 ball, 1 strike. Takes strike 2, dropping into the zone. And she hits that one just over the third baseman. It falls in at left field. Knox Horn tosses it into second base, and that's a base hit for Tessa North. So runner on for Jillian Fisher, 0-1 today. And she's looking to see if she can turn things around. She's gotten a few base hits here, but she's looking to do more than that. And she gets one there, and she hits that one right up the middle past Britt Luna. And with base rounder activated, oh my goodness, what a play. So with base rounder activated, Tessa North was able to range around second, get a little boost, and take off towards, third. Archie Sormore saw her running, tries to throw to third, and Jillian Fisher, with heads-up base running, ends up taking second base as well. So with 1 out and a 1-1 count to Godfried Shavewell, 2 runners are in scoring position, and this could be the opportunity. 3-1 count, hitters count here, and he hits that ball right up the middle. Godfried Shavewell with a RBI base hit to break the scoreless streak, and Cash Callahan loses his mojo in the meantime, but a runner scores, putting the Buzzwings up 1-0, and runners are on the corner for Keegan Howell, and he gets pulled immediately. Owen Soto comes in for Cash Callahan. They really aren't going to play around at all. Now, Owen Soto does have Wild Thing at Tier 2, so we might see that activate here. Keegan Howell bounces that one off the ground, and it hops over the infield, and a runner scores for a base hit. Keegan Howell gets his mojo boosted, so now 1 out with the runners on first and second, 2-0 game for the Buzzwings, and that runner goes towards counts towards Cash Callahan. And now here comes Undermeyer down 1 for 2 today. He did get picked off earlier, and that's why he lost his mojo boost. 2-1 count against him, and he fouls one off. So tough out gets activated here for him. 2 on, 1 out, and he gets that ball through. Oh my gosh, I thought it was through, but Caleb Thompson with an amazing diving play tosses over to second base to Britt Luna, who gets out number 2 at second, but they weren't able to get the speedy Undermeyer at first base, so he is able to make it through, and then Kamari Butler comes up huge as he gets a base hit through the left field foul line. Caleb Thompson was not able to get to that one in time, and another runner scores with 2 outs. And the runners on first and second. Great speed on second, good speed at first, and Kayla Carter comes up with a little hack activated here against Owen Soto, who's already tense. Nice block by Callan Giles. And Kayla takes that one and puts it behind second base, and Liam Undermeyer is coming in. Great throw from... Oh my goodness, Ginger Munster with an amazing throw from right field gets Liam Undermeyer at home plate, like literally bang, bang play right there. So that was a huge moment for the Thumpers to try and salvage themselves, as they were in a very tough position as they gave up 3 runs in the top of the 5th. They now have a 3-run deficit on the brink of elimination here in the finals, and they start with Ginger Munster, who grounds that one to Howell diving up the middle and he does not get there in time. Ginger Munster beats out the infield single. So a great play from Howell, but they couldn't get the ball across the diamond in time. And Ginger Munster is on first base with no outs, and Knox Horn up to bat, who's still locked in. And that's a 1-1 count with no outs, excuse me. Knox Horn pops up, flies out to center field, and Ginger Munster has to retreat. Undermeyer catches that for out number 1. And here comes Caleb Thompson, the ace exterminator. He reset his mojo with a base hit, which he then lost his mojo on a caught stealing, which he then gained his mojo back when he made a really great defensive play earlier. He's down 0-2 here with neutral mojo. Ace exterminator boosting him. Fights that one off. And that one hit foul off to the left field side, and Kamari Butler's ranging over, but not going to get there in time as it does get out of play. 0-2 count, 1 out, takes ball 1 outside, and that ball is dropped right into his zone, and he makes her pay for it. Mila Levy makes a mistake there. We talked about making some of those mistakes, and Caleb Thompson hits that 453 with Ginger Munster on base, and this is a 3-2 ball game. The Thumpers are fighting their way back, and now look at this. Britt Luna gets stimulated activated in Game 3 on the brink of elimination, and here comes Worry Habibi. She's back in here at full stamina, going up against a juiced Britt Luna. Very big threat here. Maximum pressure in this situation, and Britt Luna pops up to right center field and calling off Liam Undermeyer. Zeke Green catching that for out number 2. And here comes Isabella Bullseye. So this game is going to be just as intense as the others were. A 3-run lead is not safe in this tournament, especially against the Thumpers offense. And so Habibi coming in, gets the first out against Luna, and now has to get out Isabella Bullseye. Gets to strike 2 swinging there, so 2-2 count here. Takes ball 3 inside. That was a really great pitch she didn't bite on, and fouls that one off. And hits that one right at Jillian Fisher, catching it for out number 3. 2 runs score on Caleb Thompson's huge 2-run homer with Ginger Munster on base. And now we head through the 4, 5, 6 hitters for the Buzzwings in the top of the 6th here, looking for a little reinforcement prior to trying to close this game out. And Pork Nelson swings at the first pitch, gets the ground out to shortstop, and Odin Soto goes from tense to locked in, to neutral, and now facing off against the tense Zeke Green. And he swings at the first pitch, gets the ground out to Britt Luna, getting it over to first for out number 2. So quick to pitch 2 outs for Odin Soto, and Tessa North, who blooped a single over third base, comes up still tense, and Soto's trying to get out of this one quickly so they can give their offense a chance to get this game locked in. Tessa North wants to delay that as much as possible. 2-1 count for her. And she swings at that one, puts it right back up the middle, and I'm hoping that base hit gets her mojo boosted back to neutral, which it does. So Tessa North on with 2 outs, and here comes Jillian Fisher, who's 1 for 2 with a double. She put one right past the second baseman for a double or a single that she stretched into a double because the runner was trying to advance to third, and she was a heads-up base runner there. So 1-1 count, 2 outs, and she pops that one softly behind second base. Britt Luna catches it for out number 3. So with nothing there in the 6th inning, the Buzzwings trying to close the door on the Thumpers offense. They have to go 9-1-2 here in the bottom of the 6th. They need to score 1 to tie, 2 to win, and Callan Giles gets pulled for tense Joe Tent, who has rally starter activated here against Worry Habibi, and Tent puts the first ball over the fence for a home run, a solo shot. Why would we bring in our closer in a situation like that? Why wouldn't we do that? I don't know. Don't ask me. Ask the manager of the Buzzwings. Why did we draft a closer if we were never, ever, ever going to use him? So it's a 3-3 ball game, and now the Thumpers have a chance to take this one and come back next game for a chance to flip the sweep here, and they get another base hit there from their leadoff hitter, Maxton Myers, who goes back to neutral. And now Ryan Goodwin comes up. He's tense, runner on first, no outs, and he takes off. Maxton Myers does, and safe? He's somehow safe. Godfried Shavewell does not get the one there. Tessa North dives, gets that one, and Maxton Myers advances to third base. So now the winning run at third with 1 out, and Archie Sormore, all he has to do is put the ball into the outfield, and with the speed of Myers, should get the run scored, and he hits that ball. That's going to be the game winner, folks, as he hits that one out to dead center. That's a 2-run homer for Archie Sormore, and the Thumpers come from the brink of elimination to win this one 5-3 against Worry Habibi and the Buzzwings. So we have a game 4, folks. The Thumpers have yet to lose a game at the Bingata Bowl. A huge comeback from them. They were down 3-0 after the 5th inning offensive output from the Buzzwings, and they scored 2 in the 5th. They end up scoring 3 in the 6th. Game-tying home run from Joe Tent, 2-run game winner from Archibald Sormore. So the Thumpers have some life left in them. They're going to keep fighting for this one. The Buzzwings had a chance to sweep and missed that opportunity. Looking over these lineups, Liam Undermeyer, unfortunate quiet day. He was 1 for 3. He did steal at the wrong time and got caught picked off for an out there. Kamari Butler came up big, 1 for 3 with a double. With an RBI. Kayla Carter, 2 for 3 today. Pork Nelson, Zeke Reno, 0 for 3 each. Tessa North had a good day, 2 for 3 with a run scored. Jillian Fisher, 1 for 3 with a run scored. Shavewell, 1 for 2 with a run scored and an RBI. And then Keegan Howell with a run score, or with a base hit and an RBI. For the Thumpers, it was a bit of a quiet day, but Archie Sormore with the game winner there. Maxton Myers got on base for that. Ginger Munster, 1 for 2 with a run scored. Caleb Thompson comes up big, as he does from time to time, 2 for 2 with a home run, a 2-run shot. And then you see Joe Tent came in, subbed for Callan Giles, and gets the game-tying home run in his one at-bat. Pitching-wise, Mila Levy, great game from her, 4 1/3 inning. 3 hits, 2 earned runs on a home run, and 2 strikeouts. Worry Habibi comes in pitching 1 inning, 3 hits, 3 earned runs, and gives up 2 home runs. Callan Giles, 4 1/3 as well, 5 hits, 3 earned runs, nothing else there. And Odin Soto gets the win, going 1 2/3 of an inning, giving up 4 hits, and that's it. So the Thumpers, once again, fighting from the brink of elimination here, come up huge in that last inning. Caleb Thompson with the 2-run homer, Archie Sormore with the 2-run homer, Joe Tent with the game-tying solo shot in the bottom of the 6th. We're going to head to game 4, folks, and we're staying in the Bengata Bowl. We'll have to see how this all plays out, but what a wild tournament it has been. And of course, it would have us go to a game 4 in a situation like this. So really great games all across. All 3 of these have been very close, very competitive, exactly what you would ask for from a tournament finals like this. So I hope you all continue to tune into these games. Look forward to seeing you all in the next one, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye, everyone.